Today is January 1, 2024. We have put a nice neat little bow on 2023, put it in the rear view, and stepped on the gas to get away from that dumpster fire. But while we were there, we used a couple of bags. Good afternoon, everybody. What is going on? I am jeffgrantMEDIA. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the best bags of 2023. Now, my criteria for choosing these bags are the bags that I used in the year prior. So this will be all of the bags I used for 2023, and I will also include like mid-November to December, because if I get those towards the end of the year prior, I don't really have a lot of use in them just yet, or I may have unboxed them and not really used them until after the new year. So I also include any bags that might have been at the tail end of the year prior, but it only includes the year prior bags, nothing before that. So this is not a cumulative bag review of everything I've used since I've been reviewing bags. This is just the best bags that I used in 2023. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. The BO Gear Bullpup. Now this bag is my favorite acquisition of 2023. This bag is a bit special. There's a bit of a history to this bag, and this is also my first Bullpup. And BO Gear is also my all-time favorite bag company, period. My two favorite bags are my Spare Camo and my Syndrome, two bags I will never sell, two bags that I bought years before I went down the rabbit hole of, I always liked packs and bags and messenger bags, but before I really rolled down the rabbit hole, BO Gear was like one of the first companies that I had really start to purchase and spend some real money in a backpack. And to this day, BO Gear is my all-time favorite bag. Now this bag, it didn't get a lot of use in 2023. It definitely needs a fair amount of TLC, but this is the very first Bullpup that has the two zipper pockets on the front like a BO Gear Spare Camo. So this is the one that started off. Prior to this, you only had a single zipper pocket on the Bullpups, but this is the bag, the very first one, that had both the top and bottom zipper pockets like you see on the Spare Camos. Now, this bag was also made by Dave Bell's brother. Dave Bell would be the mastermind, the owner behind BO Gear. His brother made this bag, and this is also a waxed canvas bag that definitely needs a re-waxing, but I have not done that yet because the inside of this bag, the TPU coating, is it's peeling and it's sticky, and I've used talcum powder and a whole assortment of things to try to alleviate the stickiness of this bag, but I don't care because this is the very first bag, again, made with the double pockets. This also sparked this entire colorway. There's a lot of bags that look like this. This is the first one that was the green with the alternating gray black and the single orange stripe piece of PAL's webbing here. Dave Bell himself made a bag that looked just like this because he liked this colorway. So not only was it the first bag to have the double pockets, it is the first bag to be this colorway that spawned a lot of bags after this. And again, even though this has not got a lot of use in 2023, this is absolutely my favorite acquisition. I am, I believe, the fourth owner of the bag. I believe Dave's brother made it for a friend, and that friend sold it to someone, I believe, on the East Coast. So once it left Australia, it landed on the East Coast, and it was up in, I believe, in Maine, and then maybe down in Virginia or New York, and then it landed here in Pennsylvania. So I'm the fourth owner of this bag. It has been used, it has been beat, but get dirtified, that is the BO Gear slogan. So I don't even care. It's just a piece of BO Gear history, and I'm very, very happy to have it in my arsenal. Now, the next bag we're going to talk about is something that I really didn't get a ton of use with because I got it later in the year. I think I got it beginning of October-ish, maybe end of September, but it ended up being an amazing pack. And that's going to be the Gregory Nano 24. Now this is my second Nano. I had the Nano 20. This, if you saw any of my videos, this is my Disney bag. I did also, use this as intended as a hiker, but I use this for travel. I use this for Disney. I use this in the city. I use this on the trail. This bag it took a licking and kept on ticking. I beat the ever-loving hell out of this bag. I expanded it well past capacity, lashed things all over the outside of it, and it just kept on working and worked really, really well. There are no pulls, there's no tears or anything in this front mesh pocket, and I had so much stuff crammed in here, like an obscene amount of things were stuffed inside this. The water bottle pockets were accessed more times than I could possibly count. This thing had so much crammed into it, stuffed into it, lashed to it, and it remained incredibly comfortable. And I was still able to get on every single ride with this bag. I did not have to leave it on the deck at any point. I just stuck it on by my feet, and I got on the ride. So 24 liters, I used it for air travel. I used it in all of the Disney parks. We went to Disney World in Florida, so we went to all the different 4 parks in Florida, Magic Kingdom twice. So I used it a full day in Magic Kingdom and then a half day for Booty U. Disney Springs, air travel, I use it on the trail. This was just an all-around great bag. Again, I had the Nano 20 first, which was going to be my Disney dad bag, and I found the 20 to be just a little bit too small. So when the 24 got launched, I just jumped on this bag. And I also really, really love this colorway. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like a sage green with the red accents. It just looks really, really nice, and I really enjoy the look of this bag and the functionality of this thing. I can't say enough good about this bag. And it's also very light. It's very pliable. It's nice and bendy. It's very, very comfortable. And even when I had this thing stuffed well past capacity, it was still comfortable on my back. I didn't feel taxed at all. And really the only negative that I had was like when I was stretching, standing in line, kind of just stretch my back, I can feel the back panel rub the top of each of my shoulder blades, which is weird. It didn't bother me at all. It didn't like leave me any soreness or redness or any kind of red marks, but it was just like when I stretched, I can feel it. I never felt that with any other back panel, so it was just kind of a point of note in my full review. But honestly, if you're looking at this bag, this is a great pack. I was blown away by how this thing handled, and I'm still stoked that I got this bag. This is a keeper. I sold the 20. The 24, it's staying with me. I may not use it as my everyday day pack because I generally carry like a 28, 30 liter bag because I'm carrying for, 3 people, me, my wife, my kid, and then the dog. So I'm carrying for 3 people and a 60-pound dog. So I got a lot of stuff that I'm carrying on my back. But as Hazel's getting older, she's starting to carry her own drinks and snacks. So I might be able to cycle down and get the Nano 24 into the arsenal a little bit more. But I was just blown away by how well this bag handled. It was just a great all-around pack for everything I threw at it. But what was my all-time favorite pack of 2023? A bag that kind of just blew me away, took me by surprise. Something I saw, I liked, I was excited about. And then when I got it and used it, it took the #1 seat for a brand that I love, I use. You may know me for it, that I was known as the guy that reviewed this brand's products all the time. And I had another bag in their arsenal that was my absolute favorite, and I loved it. But when I got this pack, there's something about it. I just love the look, the usability, and the functionality of this pack, and it just blew me away. And this is now my #1 pack, and that would be the Green Room 136 North Seeker. Now this is the 20-liter version. This was the first one. Patrick sent this to me quite a while ago, and I love this pack. I love the look of this. I love the front zipper. This front access pocket is very, very user-friendly. And the one thing I didn't like about it was that there's no organization inside this pocket. But if you saw, I just dropped the unboxing of my 25-liter North Seeker Wildcard Custom, and that's an option. You can add the organization in here, which I absolutely love. It's going to fix one of the very, very few complaints I had about this bag. So this bag, I just absolutely loved it. I fell in love with it when I got it. There was just something about this pack. It's incredibly functional. I love the look of it. This is the 20-liter version, and it fit everything I needed and still had plenty of room. And the one pocket that people kind of continuously ask me about, and the one pocket that people do complain about, is going to be this top quick access zipper. So it zips from the top of the bag. It has access to the inside of the main compartment of the bag. A lot of people hate this. They don't like this because they think that this should be a QA pocket, and they are now offering that as an option, but it is a very shallow pocket, and I suspect that is because these two liner pockets here are still in the bag, even though there's a QA pocket. So the QA pocket is very shallow up top. But I love this. I use these two liner pockets, these slip pockets, as my quick access items. So I liked the idea of this, and I thought I would use it, but I actually use this quick access top zipper way more than I ever thought I would. This it's a great idea to have this quick QA pocket on the top of the bag to access the inside of the bag. I can access anything I wanted, and sometimes I would keep like my tablet or like an actual tablet, like a notebook, like a pen and paper in here, and I was still able to reach in the top and pull that out. It would still fit out this top quick access zipper. So I use this way more than I thought I would, and for some reason a lot of people keep asking me about this. Do I like it? Do I think it's useful? And yeah, honestly, I really think this pocket is incredibly useful. And another thing I really love about this pack is that it is a full clamshell bag, but it still has dual water bottle pockets on the back. So it completely opens, and it does hold some of its shape, so you can pack this up, load it out without everything spilling all over the place, and you still have your water bottle pockets. Now do keep in mind the 20 liter has smaller water bottle pockets than the 25 liter because they are kind of determined. They're a bit pleated, but the cuff is going to be the same, but they are Cordura, so you're kind of limited to what water bottles you can stick inside the 20 liter just because the pack is shallower. That's the main difference between the 20 and 25 liter. The 25 liter is deeper, so these water bottle pockets are bigger, and you can fit larger pockets or larger water bottles in these pockets, so you are a bit limited with the 20 liter what you can fit in here. But my go-to is a Camelback chute, and that fits completely fine in here, and that's what I mainly use as my daily driver for a water bottle, and that fits totally fine. I get asked if the Nalgene, the 32-ounce Nalgene bottles will fit in there, and when I did my unboxing of the 25 liter, I forgot to bring the Nalgene downstairs. I had one down here. I guess I used it or brought it upstairs or just completely lost it. So in the real user review, I will double check if a 20 or 32-ounce Nalgene bottle will fit in the 25 liter, but it doesn't fit in the 20 liter. So that's one of the two downsides I had to this bag. The lack of organization in the front zipper pocket, fixed in the wildcard version. Absolutely love that. And you're limited to the water bottles you can use in the 20 liter, but personally it doesn't bother me because I use a 750 and it fits just fine. But this bag just blew me away. It took me by storm. This just took the #1 seed for my Green 136 bags. I was a Genesis man. I do like the Rainmaker quite a bit, and for a while there I thought the Rainmaker took the #1 seed, but when I went back to using a Genesis, I loved the Genesis, but then the Northseeker landed, and I don't know, I love this pack. This pack just looks awesome. It functions awesome. Absolutely love this bag. But we also have a couple of honorable mention bags. This is going back to kind of the first bag I showed you, my BO Gear Bullpup. Well, I have the BO Gear Alpha 19er Spare Camel Prototype bag. If you saw my reviews on this, I absolutely love this pack. Now, I did get this in November of 2022, like the end of the first, beginning of second week, so I have had this for a while, but it's an honorable mention because I didn't get it kind of in that window, like the second week of November, December, but I did get it towards the end of the year, and I have actually used this quite a bit this year, so I'm throwing it in as an honorable mention. This is again, the prototype version. This has the Molle webbing. It doesn't have the laser cut webbing. I believe this is 500D Cordura, and this bag addressed one of the very, very few issues I had with the original Spare Camel, which I have my original Spare Camel still, my favorite bag. I'm never gonna sell it. That is a WTF Brighton camo that I went back and forth with Dave about, but one of the two things I wanted to change with that bag are fixed in this one, and that is going to be the laptop pocket back here. Now, I believe the production version has a little bit more organization. This just has your padded laptop sleeve. There's a pocket in between, and then there's also a liner pocket along the front. I believe there's more of an admin pouch as well on the front of the production version, as well as like a blaze orange interior and all that, and X50 materials and stuff, where this is 500D Cordura. But I'm not gonna lie, I much prefer this over the production version. This is what I wanted when I heard they were doing a collaboration. I was essentially hoping for this bag. I kind of wanted one in black, but the gray, completely fine by me. My original is a very bright and loud pack, so I wanted something a little more plain Jane that can blend in a little bit more. So the gray, completely fine with me, but I wanted like a Cordura, essentially an OG Spare Camel with that laptop sleeve, and I would have liked, like the Northseeker, to have some water bottle pockets on the outside of the bag, but we don't have those. But we do have the laptop sleeve, so that was one of two issues I had with this bag. Other than that, I love the simple design of this bag. It does look pretty simple, a lot like a lot of other bags, some bags that a lot of people love, but this has two usable front zipper pockets. This has more webbing across the front, so you can actually lash a lot more accessories to the front of it. I don't like 3 rows. I would prefer 4 or the 5 that are on here. So I like everything about this pack. So that's why this is an honorable mention, because I did get it towards the end of 2022, not quite in my normal review window, but I used it a lot in 2023. And my next honorable mention is not a backpack. Usually this year in review is backpacks. I kind of put it to backpacks. Otherwise, there's just so many products that it would be so hard to choose or take me forever to get through it. So the next honorable mention is not a backpack, and that is the Green Room 136 Quick Draw. Now, I absolutely love this little guy. He's kind of small, you know, he doesn't have a huge footprint on him. I was using this as my dog walking pack for a while. Then the Sidekeep Redo kind of came in and took its place. It's a little bit smaller for a dog walking pack. Worked out perfect. But this is like the perfect size grab and go. This is like I'm doing a park day with my daughter on the weekends or something, or running a couple of errands. And maybe on the rare occasion I'm wearing some mesh shorts and I don't really like having all that stuff crammed in the front pockets of my mesh shorts. I'll just grab this bag and I'll sling it over my shoulder, and I can throw my keys, my wallet, my phone, everything in here, so I'm not pulling those shorts down. Everything's stashed in here. We're at the park. This will fit a water bottle or 2. This will fit the first aid kit. This will fit a couple of snacks. It fits everything that I need for immediate quick access when I'm at the park. So the size of this bag is damn near perfect for me for that quick grab and go out the door, need a few essentials, and I need to throw them in here quickly and efficiently. This bag's got me. It's got enough organization in there that I can find everything when I need it, and it's small enough that I'm not carrying all the extra crap that I don't need when I'm at the park. I don't need, you know, a huge toolkit. I don't need like a multi-tool and a Swiss Army knife and screwdrivers and Allen keys. I don't need that at the park, but I do need a first aid kit, some water bottles in the summer, some sunscreen, a bandana, you know, maybe the puffer, the inhaler, and I like to throw my keys, my phone, my wallet all in there. It fits all of the essentials. It organizes them perfectly. So the Quick Draw is a great little pack. So again, honorable mention. And the only reason it's an honorable mention, again, is because I try to limit this to backpacks. Otherwise, there's just too much stuff. If I throw in all of my carry or EDC gear, it's either going to be impossible for me to choose my favorites, or it's just going to be like a 45-minute video. So there you have it. Those are my best bags of 2023. What will we have for 2024? I guess we'll just have to wait till January 1, 2024 to see what I chose as my best bags of this year. But if you hit that big red button and smash that bell right next to it, you can come along for the journey and see the packs that I'm using throughout the year as I'm using them. So follow along, and if you got any questions, drop them in a comment down below. If you have any requests, there's also a comment. You can email me. You got any questions, you can also drop in an email. If you don't want to make it public on YouTube, feel free to use any of those links down below. So if you like this video or any of my other videos, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that big red button and ring that bell right next to it so you get notifications next time I post a brand new video. Good night.